Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. Welcome back to the class. Okay, this is my YouTube channel. Everything according to this SM653 related to SM654. I will post the video materials here. Okay. Okay, without further ado, I will go for chapter 1, System Development Environment. Okay, this one is about system development environments. Okay, for the learning objective is you will define the information system analysis and design and describe the information system development lifecycle as DLC, as long the other approach which is case computer aided software engineering, as long the agile methodology and extreme programming, and we also will look on the definition about this rational unified process on object oriented analysis and design. Okay, the first one, what is information system analysis and design? It's a complex organizational process used to develop and maintain computer-based information system used by a team of business and system professional. Okay, this one is on the company. It same goes to the educational academician academic institutions. Okay, you can put this thing is like a system software. Okay, like it's a student, mostly I think you use this student portal, right? Student portal. Okay, everything information about the our UiTM is on here. Okay, so you can, what you can do here, do the course registrations, look on the final exam timetable and see your exam result here maybe. Okay, but yes, now we have a okay, the system actually will, it's not like you use like a Microsoft Office on a Word, Excel. Yes, that's a system application, but nowadays because everyone, because the advancement of technology, most of our system has been published to this internet on the World Wide Web, on the web-based system. Like this one, you just put your istudent.uitm.edu.my the URL, so that you will have the access as long you got the login and the password lah. Alright. So for those don't have this login, they cannot access the system. So the system is basically is designed specifically for certain peoples. Okay, certain parts of this department maybe less, because like on the finance, there are certain things that they can have the access. Student don't have any access on that things. Even this lecturer also have a limited access on that finance part. Alright, it's controlled by the kewangan. Alright, so okay, before that, make sure that you scan your attendance here. I will post the QR code every 15 minutes start of the class. Okay, if you late, please notify me. Alright, please be punctual in my class. Other things should be no problem. Okay, and you have to remember that on this e-kehadiran, if you have a less than 80% of this attendance, they will automatically bar you from entering or goes for the exam. Okay, like my class this morning, I got 96%, 4% from this class of UBM for A. Ada dua orang lah yang not scan the attendance, so tak penuh lah for today. Should be 100% this one. Okay, should be no problem lah, as except you have a internet connection problem, then you can notify me. Alright, so back to this one. Okay, more on the definition. As I said on this one, application software is a computer designed to support organizational function or process. System analyst is people who are responsible for analysis and design of information system Actually, this system analysis is like a computer programmer lah, who do this linking on these business needs and these peoples in the organization, so they facilitates on everything on the works. Okay. Okay, we have three things on this approach to system analysis and design, which is methodology, techniques, and tools. That's why we gonna look on this method, technique, and tool later on. Okay, no need to focus on this one. It just is a history, how the advancement of technology. Now we approaching to the 5G, 5 generations connections, kan, lagi laju. So everything's like more to AI, like, advanced artificial intelligence. So we expect more lah, in the future. Okay, developing information system, system development methodology is a standard process followed in organization to conduct all the steps necessary to analyze, design, implement, and maintain information system. Okay, there are actually this one like a basic step lah. Okay, analyze, design, implement, maintain information system. But we got this one on the traditional methodology. We call it SDLC. We have to remember these 5 stage actually: planning, analysis, design, implementation, and maintenance. Okay, this one is goes by the sequence. You cannot jump straight to the analysis without a planning. This one like a project management also. So we do the planning and then analysis, which one is better, which one is good, and then go to the design, and after that implementations. And then once that the system has been implemented, we have to maintain on the system lah. Alright, so it goes like this, circle. Alright, even they want to migrate something to the new system, they will do some planning first, analysis, design, implementation, and maintenance. Okay, this is like a evolutionary module ni. Okay, this is I don't want to say clarification on what is a planning. Clarification on every stage of this planning, analysis, design, implementation, and maintenance. Okay, planning, I think you just can read this one. Total information system needs are identify, analyze, prioritize, and arrange. So maybe in one organization they have several systems they want to pursue, they want to create. So depends on the budget of the company, depends on the business business, what they call it, business process, which one affected to the business process most, they have to tackle on that things first because they're on the critical parts. Okay, and then they do the analysis, system requirement, study and structure, that system is doable or not. Okay, they have people to do that system programming, to do the system structuring or not. And then the design description of the recommended solution is converted into logical and physical design. Okay, design ada dua sebenarnya. This one on the logical and physical. Logical, I can say more described independently of any computer platform. Okay, logical like a basic lah, on this blueprint of this design. And on the physical, is a logical specification of system from logical design are transformed into the technology specific detail from which all programming and system construction can be accomplished. Physical more likely on this side lah, on these organization punya places, how they want to install or not. Okay, implementation is this coded, tested, installed, and support in the organization. Mostly system testers, system analysts will involve on this thing. And the last one on the system maintenance, information system is systematically repair and improve. If they are facing any errors, any major breakdown, whatever, system down ke server down, they have to do the recovery things. Alright, okay, that's about the planning, analysis, design, implementations, and maintenance. You have to remember that 5. This is the most important part in this chapter 1. Okay, you can look on this product output deliverables. Okay, mostly once we done the planning, we we'll have the specification of scope and high level system requirement or features, detailed steps of work or for the project, system justification or business case. After we do the analysis, we have this description of the current system, opportunities exist with the general recommendation of how to fix, enhance or replace the current system, and on the design explanation of alternative system, justification for choose alternative functional, detailed specification of all the system, and also the technical and how this design can be acquired by the new technology, and for the implementation of course the code documentation, training procedure and support capabilities. And last one, maintenance is a new version or update patch that to be included to ensure that system running smoothly in the organization. Okay, after that this one is example on the Microsoft security development lifecycle. Okay, they more on the training, and then this one traditional SDLC. Okay, after that the verification and the release and the response like a feedback on the maintenance stage process. Okay, mostly on the system development process we focus on this analysis and design, but later on in our next chapter 2, 3, 4, 5 and the rest we will look one by one. Okay, next chapter after this we look on the planning first. After that we go for analysis and design. Mostly on the analysis we'll take a bunch of this I think 2-3 weeks maybe, and design also, because implementation and maintenance is a basic one, so mostly we focus on analysis and design. Okay, because this is the core things in this system development process. Okay, this is the traditional waterfall SDLC. You just look on this one. Some you got PA, design, IM. They just have a logical and physical. Problem with waterfall approach: feedback ignores milestones, locks in design spec, even when condition change, limited user involvement, too much focus on the milestone deadline SDLC phase, so to the detriment of sound and development practice. Okay, because this one they want to make the system faster lah sebenarnya. The system development fast, bukan fast. This system development as soon as possible. Sorry. Okay, different approach we have here is on the case tool, agile and extreme programming. Okay, aside from this SDLC we get the case. Okay, more pada briefing about the case ni. It's about diagramming tool, enable graphical representation, computer display report generator, help prototype how system look and feel. Okay, this one actually benda tu dah ada lah, tools tu dah ada, so they just use that things that simulates the system. Okay, computer, this is the continuation analysis tool, automatically check for consistent in diagram, form and reports, and a central repository provide integrated storage of diagram, reports and project management and specification. And then later on the documentation generators, standardized technical and user documentation, and the code generator enable automatic generation of program and database. Okay, I think you just read on this one, but this one the example of case usage with the within the SDLC. What are the phase? Project identification. The key activity is to structure high-level organizational information, and what are they used on the case is diagramming and matrix tool. Okay, I want to share with you kejap. Tak apa. We go to the next one, Agile Methodology, motivated by recognition of software. Okay, tadi macam actually there are a lot of process, but this one the most I think the most popular lah on this system development. Okay, tadi ada SDLC, now we have done the case. Now we move to the Agile methodology. So this one is motivated by recognition of software development as a fluid, unpredictable and dynamics. So the three key principle in this Agile is adaptive rather than predictive, emphasis people rather than roles, and self-adaptive process. So this one is the things in this Agile methodology. Okay, actually memang you have to read the books. Until I will give a screenshot on this details on this chapter on this part of my Agile Manifesto. When to use Agile methodology is by unpredictable or dynamic requirements of the system, responsible and motivated developers, because this maybe system analyst or system programmer or computer programmer are very inish, very have enthusiasm, so they can go for this Agile methodology, and the customer who understand the process and will get involved. Alright, five critical factor that distinguish Agile and traditional approach to system development. Is of size, criticality, dynamism, personnel, and the culture. So this one we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this one, these two things differentiate on this Agile to the traditional method. So on the size, well matched small product and a team reliance on tacit knowledge limits scalability, while the SDLC like this one method evolved to handle large product and teams, hard to tailor down to a small project. Okay, so mostly Agile methodology ni is if the system scope is small, okay, the things that they want to tackle is not too big, not too, it's more specific, so they can go for the Agile. Okay. Okay, you can read on the rest. So on the culture, dynamism, personnel, maybe this one will come out to your test. Alright, and the last one is on the, no, I think the last one, the second last one is on the extreme programming. Short incremental development cycle, automated tests, 2-person programming team, and coding, testing, listening, and design. Okay, nama pun memang extreme. They do on the coding and testing only, which is we do simultaneously. Alright, advantages is communication between the developers and these of course the computer programmers, and the high level of productivity and high quality code. Alright, okay, the last one is about the object oriented analysis and design, OOAD, based on object rather than data or process. Object is a structure encapsulating attributes and behaviors of a real world entity, while the object class is logical grouping of object sharing the same attribute and behaviors. Inheritance, hierarchical arrangement of classes enables subclasses to inherit property of the superclasses. Okay, sorry, tadi ada OOAD, then the last one is RUP, Rational Unified Process. Actually, RUP is a part of this object oriented. Okay, it's an object oriented system development methodology, but establish 4 phases of development: inception, elaboration, construction, and transition. Later on I will pass to you text on this one. Each phase is organized into a number of separate iteration. Okay, this figure is based on the object oriented punya application design. Alright, inception, elaboration, construction, and transition. Mostly on the construction ni, because this one a part of this extreme programming, or they do want to have this system as soon as possible, more pada ni lah, testing, coding, and implementation. Alright, so our approach to system development is criticism of SDLC, mostly on the traditional SDLC, as forcing time phases on intangible process, and as design is doomed to fail. Too much formal process and documentation slow things down, because they mostly on the SDLC they more tends to look on this planning phases, on this documentation, and yet the concept of S6 cycle is in all methodologies, so as it is a valuable model that has many variations. So but still we have to refer to SDLC to make sure that we have check on this everything in the system development process. Yeah, summary. Define the information system. Have hopefully this one is clear. What is SDLC tadi? Yang ada planning, assist, design, implementation, and maintenance. Computer case tadi, how they do the case tool tadi. Agile methodology versus the extreme programming, and more pada object oriented analysis, and the RUP more on the briefing tadi. Okay. Alright. Hopefully it's clear for you. Try to recall my video to check again on the missing point that you may not understand or what. You can ask me later. Alright. So see you on another video. Thank you so much. Cheers. Have a good day.